Dodge Productions. This is our presentation of Rose City by Night. This is episode 1, Ave Dominus Nox. I hope you guys enjoy our vampire story. Our storyteller for today and every episode is Jensen. Take it away, buddy.
Okay. This is the only time I will be responding to the outside world. Hello, outside world. Thank you for coming along to listen to us bunch of idiots playing silly buggers. Right. The Prince of the City of Vancouver, Washington, has called you all together. You are ushered into his private sanctum sanctorum, and this is the first time you all see each other. We will start with the description of Patrick.
Well, pretty much like the picture on the screen. Other than that, though, I'm wearing a hat as well and dark sunglasses. On my suit are some cufflinks with the La Sombra crown on them. Yeah, I went with it. I'm gonna keep that there. I have two 45s on me. You can't see them, and I also have a couple daggers that are hidden as well.
Okay. We shall go to Tommy.
I look quite a lot like this profile that I've put on, so extremely disfigured, almost zombie-like or severely burnt, with glowing red eyes and fangs that are permanently stuck out. And he's wearing that hoodie along with some cargo pants and some boots.
Okay. Jess. Or Jezebel, to be accurate.
Hi, I'm Jezebel, and I'm about mid-20s with black hair and blue eyes, about 5'6". I carry a dagger inside my knee-high boots, and I'm wearing a bone-in corset, along with just a kind of flowy gypsy skirt with some daggers, or not daggers, throwing knives underneath.
Okay. Well, by process of elimination, that leaves one. Off you go.
Sean is about 40 years old. He's got a scar on his face that looks like it had been happened from a fight, and actually did from an old time when he was a human in the military. He looks very similar, actually, to Patrick, as the two are related at being brothers in their original lives.
All right. One thing that is noted by you is that the Nosferatu, you swear you've seen him before, or at least you've heard stories about him, but until you're formally introduced, that's the only information I can really give you. You walk into the Baron's chamber. He sits himself down, takes off his glasses, gives them a little polish, looks up at you. Right. I've called you together because it is time to send you to Portland. It's time for you guys to incinerate Port, and finally, we will be making our move on the city. Now, I'm going to give you some time to get to know each other, work out who is going to be leader, and let me know. He sits back, and the four of you look at each other.
There's no way I'm listening to you, Sean.
No, you're going to listen to me. In fact, you're probably the only one who can sit up there that you'll listen to. Because the rest of these people, with your attitude, you've always had that attitude, even when you were young.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Dad. I say, we let the woman lead.
You silly boys and fighting all the time. It'll get you nowhere.
And where's it going to get you?
Oh, I've gotten a lot farther using other means than fighting.
Look, kids, come on. At least start with introductions, okay? Let's get this right. The Baron leans back, looking slightly frustrated. In fact, Patrick notices the shadows in the corner of the room flickering slightly, showing the irritation of the Baron.
Fine, I'll go first. For you two. Patrick, he already knows me. My name is Sean.
His name's Cunt.
Better. I won't say such words. Mother would disapprove.
Why would you give a shit? I walk up to,
I always gave a shit.
I ignore you. I walk up to, the woman. I'm Patrick. And you are?
Lovely to meet you, Patrick. I'm Jezebel.
Nice to meet you. Who's the burn victim?
The name's Tommy.
Arna.
Nice to meet you. And I reach out my hand.
Tommy has an English accent.
English. I look at your hand and ignore it.
I'll walk up and shake your hand.
Okay. I detach my arm.
Interesting.
You appear to have your arm in.
You
My
detach
mind.
leave it with me.
Yeah.
I kind of
My
like
mind. What a strong grip you have.
off to the right. You gonna duck, Patrick?
Do I have to roll the dodge?
Yes.
Please do not bitch slap your brother with his arm.
I bet you never thought you was going to ever have to use those words again.
Alright, 2 successes.
Okay, you avoid it, barely. But thankfully you know what your brother's like, so you was kind of prepared.
I like you
You're
already.
all right. Thanks for the use.
I like you already. The name's Tommy.
Sean.
Hi, Tommy. I'm Jezebel, but I think I'll be keeping my hand to myself.
What can we say? Tommy's a handy guy to have around. I'm sorry for that joke. But it had to be done.
He does have his uses, that's for sure. Or at least his body parts do, anyway.
Now that you think about it, actually, and this goes to all of you, you're sure you've heard of Tommy. I mean, somebody that can remove their own limbs at a whim. Now that's that's a thing. That's something that people would remember. And there's You're not even sure what it is, but every single one of you has only heard good things about him. Okay? Right, the Baron looks up. Are we done? Have we decided on a leader yet? Or do I have to pick? Yes, my lord, I am looking at you, he says to Tommy.
Hmm.
Who do you want to follow?
My vote would be Sean.
I can agree to that.
Oh dear.
Well, Patrick.
I'll just nod, but I'm watching the Baron and are the shadows still moving around?
They seem to have calmed themselves, but yet you can still feel his control over them. It's almost like he's placed his beast into the shadows, and that's why they're getting twitchy. Right. Outside, I've got a car prepared for you all. Head down to Portland. I'm sure you'll find a way to fit in. My lord, please wait here a moment while the others leave.
Okay.
He looks at you.
We'll walk out. I'll walk out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head out to the car.
I follow.
Okay. He turns to you, Yorkie. Well, sorry, Tommy. I've arranged for a situation on the way down. I've arranged for a situation on the way down to help you fit in. Find a way of keeping control of these guys, won't you? We need to make the move, and that's why you were sent up here. I was told I could trust you.
I'll do my best.
He bows slightly to you. Thank you, my friend.
No
Pat
problem.
on the back, sort of pushing you out the door, but also the clap on the shoulder between equals.
I'm guessing he doesn't want to shake my hand.
Funnily enough, no. Did you take it back, or was it just left on the table?
I gave it back to him.
Okay.
Actually, am I able to reattach it, or do I have to regrow a new one?
I have absolutely no idea, but I'm going to assume you have to regrow a new one. It's not like you have vicissitude yet. Well, you three out by the car waiting for the Nosferatu. Any interactions, or just we wait?
I'll light a cigarette.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna do. So yeah, just smoking a cigarette.
Anybody got a
I'll give her a light. Here you go.
Speaking of that, I need to grab a packet. Just a second.
what a
You gonna let me drive, Patrick?
I'll take my own car.
The Baron gave us this. Don't you think that he gave us this for the car for a reason?
Yeah, but I'm not leaving my car here.
Actually, if you don't mind, I could have one of our girls bring it to us later.
She better not scratch it.
How about she tows it behind the Winnebago?
I could always drive it if you want.
As Tommy appears out of the darkness. Quite worrying because Patrick is, a master of the darkness, and yet Tommy just appeared as if by magic.
You want to drive? Feel free. I'll get in the passenger seat on the front passenger seat.
I was joking. I'm not very good at driving with one hand.
Alright, I have something to drive, so I'll go ahead and drive. We're gonna head straight down the 5 into Portland, right? Or no, we're in Vancouver, so right across the bridge.
Yep.
Alright, so wits and drive, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, nice. Right. This is a good time if you want to do any interacting. If not, we will go to the first event. I'm giving the players the chance if they so wish.
I'm trying to get a cigarette and light it with one arm. So,
I'll give you the cigarette. Somebody else wants to give them the light.
You might actually want to have a read of that merit, Yorkie. Just in case it says it takes like 3 days or something, you may possibly have disarmed yourself.
That's
Sorry.
a good thing I picked ambidextrous.
Yeah. Right. Seeming that the group doesn't want to interact, we will go straight on to the first event.
It just says it can be regrown normally.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of blood to spend. Lucky you.
Worth it.
Yeah, fair. It's funny you actually mentioned the Winnebago, because as you're travelling along, does anybody here have any enhancements to their hearing, i.e. acute senses or specs?
Nope.
Of course, because the one that did have specs didn't turn up. Okay. In the car's lights up ahead of you, you see a Winnebago has pulled over, which not necessarily that unusual. After all, vehicles do have breakdowns, etc. But you're fairly confident that when your car breaks down, there shouldn't be a dead body smeared all across the hardtop. And the vehicle is rocking in a way that indicates physical violence is occurring. Yorkie, I will remind you of what the Baron said to your character.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, you pulling over?
Yeah. I pulled over about 30 feet in front of it and throw on my emergency flashers.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any other vehicle around at this point. From what you can see, the front end of the Winnebago has been crushed inwards, as though it rammed a lamppost or something similar, but there is no lamppost downed or anything like that, and there are screams from inside the vehicle.
I'll get
Screams
out.
of terror.
They
sound female.
I get out and I'll walk on over. Not run, but not lackadaisically.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the car with the engine running, ready to go in case this goes tits up.
I get out. Well,
I don't
I pull out my revolver.
Okay.
Right, Sean, you take the right, I take the left, and then I obfuscate.
Okay. I'll pull out my pistol and the
Okay.
45.
Jez, what did you do?
I'm going to stay with the vehicle as well, but I've got my dagger drawn.
Okay. At this point, There is a loud scream of a child in abject terror. Mama! Mama!
Am I at the door?
You can be at the door if you choose to speed
I'm
up
going to be
for
at the
the
door,
last
and I'm
time.
going to fling it open.
Okay.
Or attempt to.
Yep, no, actually it opens quite easily. Inside the vehicle, there is blood and viscera everywhere. It quite literally, there are bits of people's stomach hanging from the light sources. The screams of fear are occurring at the back, and remember that you can't see, there's no lights on, so you're working on what little light there is outside, but you can see a large shape standing there. A little child, a girl, dark hair, dark pajamas. She's swinging a plastic sword at this huge hulking shape that's standing over a woman and is currently still alive. You can hear her heart beating, but only just.
Okay, I'll raise the fire.
Okay. The creature turns, looks at you. About bloody time. Thank Christ for that, he says. What do you do?
He says, about bloody time?
About bloody... He winked at you, said, about bloody time. Thank Christ for that. Yeah, that's throwing you.
Get away from her. Get out.
Now, come on. Say it with more anger. You're supposed to be here rescuing.
Anger.
Trying to save. Yeah, come on.
Get out now.
God, you are useless. He decapitates the kid.
All right, I fire.
Okay. As you fire, he actually says, "At last." Well, Yorkie, or should I say, Tommy, what are you up to, mate? Because bang.
Am I able to see it from my end?
Nope. The only easy entrance is where MC went in. So, you're going to have to either go through the side of the vehicle, which is not an impossibility. You do have potence. But I also do need to know. Well, Patrick. Well, Jezebel. Sounds of gunfire.
Yeah, how big is the shoulder of the road? Can I slam it into reverse and get alongside the vehicle?
Yes.
I do so.
Okay.
And emergency lights go off, and my headlights and tail lights go off, and I go right back and right next to the vehicle, and doors open, guns out.
Okay. The strong smell of death and blood in the air.
Oh no, I can smell innocent blood.
Yes, you can.
I've headed just like next to MC to a position where I can see and fire, and then I shoot him. I shoot him. Not MC, the creature.
Well, Sean gets to fire first. You have a target 6. It's a large, bulky shape. It doesn't appear to be trying to dodge. In fact, it's so strange. It's sort of like... The best I can give you for a description of its face is, well, come on then, hurry up.
Okay. Target 6, you said?
Target 6.
4 successes.
Okay. I would assume you have the stats of damage for the weapon written down.
Yeah, it's the same stats as Mad Dodge. It's the damage is 5, rate of 3.
Okay. Well, you do +3, so that's 8 damage. Please roll 8 dice. Target 6.
One, two, three, threes.
Okay. Now, you're fairly proficient with your weapon. You know, you've got a working knowledge of what it's like. The way the guy throws himself backwards, you could not have done that much damage to him. Okay. You know your gun. You've had it for, well, a large chunk of your life. This person, or unlife is the case, good point. This individual throws himself back, howling in pain. At this point, Yorkie, you can now see a dead child. Well, no, rephrase. You can see a headless child and a large shape sprawled on the back of the car, but it's got its right hand up, giving you the thumbs up symbol. Dodge, you will be able to see it next turn if you attempt to go in. Though equally, you can't see Yorkie, and he is literally right in the door.
Okay, so I have 1 impotence. Can I leap to the roof of this vehicle and shoot down on it?
Yes, you can, but I will need a dexterity plus athletics, but you can add your potence to this roll, even though normally you wouldn't be able to.
Alright. Oh, that's 4 dice. What's my target?
6. Standard rule if I don't give you a number. Right.
2. Only 2. I don't know how well I did.
Does that include potence?
Oh, 3 with potence.
Okay, 1 sec. I'll be right back to you. Jezebel, you see the lights of a vehicle heading this way.
I am going to use chimistry to create an illusion so that nobody can see the Winnebago or any of us along the side of the road.
Okay. Please spend your 1 willpower point and, well, you know, people just aren't going to see the Winnebago and you guys. Right. Yorkie, you get an action. What do you want to do now that you can see the dead child? Sorry, the headless child. I shouldn't call it dead. He doesn't know for definite. The headless child and the large shape giving you guys the thumbs up.
I also shoot the large creature.
Okay. Your target is 6. Please roll to hit. I will warn you now. 1s will hit MC.
Alright, 5 successes. No botches.
Okay. Do you have the stats for your weapon?
Yeah. Seeing as it's a revolver, but it's basically a 45 ACP, so damage-wise I've gone off of the 45 ACP pistol.
Okay, you add 4 to whatever the damage code of the pistol is, and then roll that at target 6 to blow big hole in enemy.
Let's see. 4 successes.
Okay. Again, he throws himself around like you've hit him with a 50 cal. It's actually almost comical with the overacting. Though he does actually mumble, "Damn it, they're late." Right. Dodge, you wanted to shoot.
Actually, I changed my mind. I did land on the roof, though, right?
You did. You are safe on the roof.
All right. I pull out my
Oh,
dagger.
hold it. You can also see this vehicle heading in you guys' directions. It appears to be probably a transit van or Dodge truck, as appropriate to the country.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
yep. Understood. I pull out my dagger and I want to stab the roof and cut a hole in it so I could peel it back with my potence. So I have a clear shot. I know exactly where this fucker is.
Yep, no problem. All I will ask you to do is roll strength and add potence to do the actual penetration.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, I only have 2 strength, but I got a 9 and a 7 plus 1 potence, so 3 successes.
Okay. You rip an unpleasant hole in the top. You see the person looking up at you. He actually gives you the thumbs up as well. Jezebel, the van is pulling over. And a bunch of people get out. It's supposed to be here. There's the body. And they're heading towards the vehicle looking confused, but they're following the blood trail of the body that was ejected from the vehicle. What are you doing?
Currently, Jezebel is just observing. I'm trying to find out what exactly these people are here for and why there are dead bodies. So I'm going to observe them and see what they say.
All right. Well, the people that you see are two very large gentlemen. Both of them look like they've come straight out of a wardrobe fitting for Mad Max 2, with spikes on their shoulder pads. The problem is these guys seem to have gone over the top. The spikes have spikes. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah. They've got the mohawks, spiky shoulder pads, leather strapped bodies. It's ridiculous, it has to be said, until you realise that they're both carrying very large shotguns, which, as I'm sure you can imagine, does get your attention, especially when one of them racks around. Dodge, you can hear the gun being racked.
Yeah, I look down on this guy and I go, this is going to be a horrible translation, guys, but Ut Benedict Tibia Deus. God bless you, in Latin.
He... Ow! Fuck! And it seems to burn him. You actually
And then there was light.
He's thrashing around and you can see the skin starting to bubble. Come on, guys. That's a bit much. Just shoot me.
Am I able to hear if these people approaching, if they have a heartbeat or not?
No, you can't, because you had to be more inside the vehicle to take the shot.
All right.
Okay? The only person that could hear if they had a heartbeat would be Jezebel.
Would I be able to recloak?
Yes, that you can do. Okay, is that what you're declaring?
Yeah.
Okay. The brothers Dim, what are you two doing?
I figured out this is a setup, so I'm done burning this guy with ag. I shoot him in the head.
He mouthed thank you.
And I'm going to fire at his head too. And if he's mouthing or saying a thank you, I'm saying things like, "You're welcome."
Okay. You both put. I'm going to be completely blunt here, and I hope it doesn't totally demonetize the channel, but you blow bloody great hole in his head. Now, obviously he's a vampire, so he's not actually dead from this, but you have most definitely, cleaned his sinuses, let's put it that way. From outside, you hear, "Where the fuck are ya? I can hear ya." Very angry sounding voice.
Jezebel, drop the whatever the hell it is you're doing.
You don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, then I hop down and I walk towards the voices. Gun's still out.
Yep. Well, the
Does he
two
look like
large.
he's stunned?
Say again, please.
Does he look like he's stunned?
The guy looks. The large gentleman that you was dealing with looks to be out of action. Yes. Unfortunately,
Is the human woman that was still alive? Is she still alive?
she is laying on the floor bleeding out as you speak. I would actually like you to make a self-control check, watching that fresh, delicious vitae spread across the floor.
Three successes.
3. Okay. Yeah, you're standing there. She doesn't smell drunk, but the sheer scent of fear in the air is, well, your teeth have extended, whether you like it or not. Okay? Right. Patty. I'm going to enjoy calling you that. Actually, I should just call you Paddy, but, people might get irritated. The two large gentlemen and the darker skinned woman that's with them jump back and point guns at you when you suddenly appear, as far as they're concerned. What the bloody hell? Get down on your knees. Get down now.
Now. Calm down. If I move to put my gun away, they're gonna shoot, aren't they?
Well, what do you think?
Do they have sunglasses on?
No.
Closest one to me, dominate.
Okay.
So manipulation, intimidation.
Yep.
That's a good roll. Good roll. 3, 4,
Okay.
5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 successes, 5 dice. Nice. Intimidation goes up, or no?
If that's equal to the dice, yes.
Sweet. I get one more intimidation. Stop.
Okay. He stops moving and just stands there. The gun is still pointed at you. The darker skinned lady moves forward. She has a certain grace about her movements. You also realize you cannot hear heartbeats. Okay, gentlemen, to the big guys. calm down. So, are you the only one here?
No. What? You can't see him?
She gestures behind you.
I turn and look, and I'm guessing, yeah, I can't see him now either, right?
You're on your own. You have been left all alone again.
We stopped at this, well, there was an attack going on. Um, Come on. I turn and I walk back towards the Winnebago. I'm guessing we walk through the illusion.
Well, as you go to walk away, ah, 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 don't do that. I will have them shoot you. Put your weapon away.
I do.
As this is happening, I'm circling around to the side of them with
Yep.
me weapon drawn, but I haven't fired yet, so I'm still cloaked.
Yep, no problem. Well, like I said, you got two wannabe Mad Max road warrior types, and you've got this dark-skinned young lady. No obvious weapons, but there is a something that suggests imminent danger about her. Have you stepped out of the illusion, Tommy? And the answer to that one, Sean, is yes. You can all clearly hear these conversations.
How big was the illusion?
It was well, you don't know, but I will tell you, it was around the Winnebago, the car, and you guys. So you could choose to have stepped out of it quite easily. You wouldn't have had to have gone that far at all, or you could choose to accidentally still be within its radius. It's up to you.
I'm just trying to think more, because I'd be pretty much like a few feet to the side from that woman with my pistol drawn, so I just wasn't quite sure if I'd stepped out accidentally or not.
Okay, in that case, yes, you have. You have actually stepped out of the illusion. Luckily, you're cloaked. She is currently looking at Patrick.
I'll step out of the vehicle as well. I'm not stepping out of thing. I'm just stepping out of the vehicle because I hear the noise. I just want to see. Let me know when I can see what's going on.
Right, you can see very quickly what is going on. You have a large Dodge Transit van. You have two Mad Max wannabes, and you have a woman, and it's painfully obvious who the leader and, by definition, who the most dangerous one is. And it's a woman who has no weapons visible.
So, I put my weapon away. You gonna have them do the same?
No. Where is the rest? Supposed to be more of you here.
Supposed to be more. How would you know that?
She looks around. Maybe it's just me, but I'm the person with the two guys with shotguns. How about you answer my questions?
Yeah,
At
the
this
two
point-
guys with shotguns are so thin-headed I could dominate them with my eyes closed.
At this point in time, Jezebel has circled around to the other side, opposite of Tommy, and is ready for something if needed.
Okay.
Not
Sean?
outside of the illusion.
Yep. You are the only person who knows exactly where the illusion is, remember?
Yes.
Well, Sean, this is the one chance before the party completely balls this up and we get shooting amongst people that we shouldn't be having shooting amongst.
I'll put my pistol away and I'll walk up behind Patrick.
Okay?
And I say, Patrick, now.
Self-control, Patrick. You wasn't expecting it.
Saint.
Yeah, no, I was smart and I put 4 in that to start.
Good.
Yeah, 3 successes.
You do jump slightly, but you hold on to it. You can feel your beast wants you to turn and just react, but no, not yet. Maybe punch him in the face later. But no, not you, Yorkie. Relax. Not
Wait
this
till I come
time.
off this kid.
Do you think that will save you? Right.
That's it.
Thank you. The two brothers are visible. These people starting to become concerned at all these individuals just stepping out of nowhere. The lady steps towards Sean and says, "An illusion. Huh. What are you hiding?"
What are we hiding? We're not hiding anything aside from you invited us to the party. I'm going to go ahead and try and utilize my my fascinating, enchanting voice and fascinating game.
Yep. What are you trying to use it to do?
2 things. Well, mainly, though, I want her attention on me.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to calm the situation that's going to get out of control down.
Okay. As you're trying to calm the situation down, I would suggest charisma and empathy.
So you want me to throw?
Yep. Your target number is, well, ridiculously low.
I have a 9, a 7, a 6, a 3, a 3, and a 2.
Congratulations, you have all successes. That's right. Well, Patrick, you are starting to feel calm. You don't need to be violent. This is not a situation you need to be concerned about. Same for you, Tommy. Slightly less for you, Jez, but that's just distance.
Sorry, I missed that bit. I was away from the computer. I got back to same for you, Tommy.
Oh, 12 aggravated damage. No, seriously.
Ow! Roll the
That happens next time. No, right. No, what I said was you feel just like you want to calm down. Just hearing Sean speak, you just want to, yeah, why are we fighting? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're turning into a hippie. You still have your inner beast. No longer feel quite so willing to start shooting without Sean's okay in the situation. All right? You okay?
Yeah. And I was right to vote for him as leader.
Okay. Well, the woman looks at you. Sean and says, "So, you'll be the one. Huh. My name's Astrea. I'm sheriff here.
Sean, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So is he still alive?"
Do I know if he's still alive?
You didn't check, but theoretically it's not like you decapitated him, so probably yes.
Most likely.
At this
Well.
point, Jezebel drops the illusion.
I put my gun away and then decloak.
Okay. They jump at the vehicle suddenly appearing. And of course, the strong scent of blood. You immediately see the two large gentlemen start salivating. And they're drifting towards the vehicle. Anybody doing anything?
I'm watching Sean and the sheriff. I don't care what the
Straya.
grandpa are doing. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, how do you spell that? I am taking notes here. I'm gonna need to
Okay.
remember her name.
So what was your
I-
reason for doing that?
Yeah, just a second. Let him spell this real quick.
Astrea. She has a slight Middle Eastern accent, just pronounced enough to make her exotic without being fully foreign. Okay.
I'll ask Astria. What is your reasoning for this?
She looks at the two large gentlemen, walks up to them from behind, and thrusts a dagger into both of their necks, up into their brain. They fall forward, dying. You notice the wounds. They seem far more extravagant than they should have been for two little daggers. The large, spiky gentleman stop moving. Not even twitches anymore. Backs of their skulls rotting at a rapid pace. Almost like some sort of disease or venom. She looks over at you, wipes her blades on the two bodies, puts them away. "I know why you're here. The Baron asked for my assistance." "Oh no. My two guards were killed by the creature in there. We must take him into custody." She smiles and starts to walk towards the vehicle. "What do you guys do?" Because she has just murdered her helpers. Nothing? Okay.
I'm just gonna. I guess are we free to go? I'll ask that question.
No, you have to come with me. I've got to take you in. After all, the people that stopped the butcher should most definitely be rewarded by the prince. Who knows? She says with a smirk. Perhaps you'll be allowed to stay in the city. Wouldn't that be good? She winks and then ducks inside the vehicle. And you guys are just left standing there.
Jezebel turns to everyone and says, as beautiful and exotic as she may be, I don't think I can trust anybody that will execute her own on a whim.
Well, we're obviously behind the power curve as far as understanding what's really going on here. It looks like there's factions within factions. And at this point, seeing as she knew about the Baron, it means she at least has some information flow. We need to find out what's going on.
Yeah, just don't let her behind me.
Same.
I'll trust my back to being protected by you guys.
Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice than to follow, do we?
And I kind of get closer to you guys and go, am I the only one that noticed him giving us the thumbs up?
That was... Yeah, that was... Never seen that before.
I wouldn't know. I was in the car.
Actually, Jensen, would any of us be able to make any intelligence roll or whatever to figure out what that actually was?
Sure, go for it.
Should I roll?
Intelligence.
Would I be able to roll investigation with it?
Only if you go in there and actually investigate. You are basically just trying to puzzle out the unusual actions.
I'll just do the intelligence then. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. The guy knew you was coming. He seemed to be willing to be shot. What the bloody hell is going on here? Though I will remind you yet again, Tommy, the prince did say that he arranged this. Okay? Right.
What I meant was what clan he was from.
That's a completely separate thing, and you would actually have to search the body. You didn't see any powers whatsoever, apart from possibly potence. But let's be fair, that could be literally any clan.
Yeah.
I want to walk back up towards the Winnebago and ask Astra, hey, should we be burning this vehicle after you get the body out? Masquerade and all that?
Yes, good idea. So, which one are you?
I'm Patrick.
Huh. Good
I'll
to
pull
meet
a
you.
cigarette out, and I'm lighting it.
Yeah, well, good to meet you as well. And then I head to the trunk, and I hope to God there's a gas can in there.
I point towards the woman in there that's still alive. What do we do about her?
Just kill her.
Okay.
I'm not going to say a word about it. I'm searching the trunk for gas and a rag.
Can anybody save her?
Does anybody have a ridiculous amount of medicine skill?
I have infectious bite.
Yeah, that'll help. Hey, you're bleeding out. Have some AIDS.
Yeah, why not?
Well, one of you guys could make her a child.
No, we can't. You gotta ask for permission to do that shit. You could make her a ghoul.
The woman looks at you
At
guys.
this point in time, I don't think that we can save her.
The woman, Astra, looks at you guys. She shakes her head and plunges a dagger into the back of the woman's head. Really?
Probably for
You guys are what's here to... Oh, dear Lord.
Have you started spraying the gas?
No, he's just got the gas can.
Let me know
I
when
would...
you've got it sprayed.
Yeah, I would point out before you do this, what if your car runs out of petrol? This is literally your spare petrol can.
The distance from Vancouver to Portland is very minimal. We're pretty much there already. We're literally crossing a couple bridges. So.
Okay, no problem. I just didn't want you guys to waste a possible piece of resource when, let's be fair, the vehicle you're about to burn has probably got petrol. You could have taken it out of its petrol tank. But no, splashy.
He didn't
Who?
say all of it was used, did he?
No, we can just make a little trail. Those things go up real quick. I'll start in the back and I'll pour gas all the way up to the front. And I'm gonna get in the car and start it up. One of you guys light it and we can drive off.
Actually, as he's pouring the petrol around the car, am I able to go to the front of the car and actually check the glove compartment, or just anything around, just to see what's actually, if there's anything there useful or anything that might give us a clue to what happened?
Okay. This will be the perception plus investigate that you wanted to roll.
Okay. So nice.
All right. Anyone else up to anything, or more the point, who's getting in the van with Astra?
I got 6 successes.
Okay.
I'll get in the van with her.
Okay. Well, with your 6 successes, Tommy, you find. Okay, actually, I need to ask a question to our American cousins here. Do you guys actually need a passport to go to Canada?
In 1990, no.
We just need
Okay.
we just need our driver's license. That's all.
Back
Okay.
then, now we need a passport. They changed it, but back in 1990, no.
That's why I thought if I ask you guys, it'll, if anyone's going to know, it's going to be you guys. So, what you find, Yorkie, is a book with a book in it. It appears to be some sort of romance novel. A small tin of mints and $1 stuck at the back that seems to have gone missing, been lost, whatever. But that's what you find.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
No, well, I was hoping to get lucky and either find something that's really useful or something very valuable, but oh well. Yes, I'll get out and I'll head back to the car.
All right. Just so we all know, Kim won't be coming back. She's got stuff she has to do.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Have you taken any of that stuff with you, Yorkie?
No, so, how much money did you say was like literally just a $1 bill?
$1.
There's not really any point in taking $1. No, didn't seem like any of it was. Didn't seem like any of it was useful.
Okay. No problem. Well, I think it's up to MC to flick the match.
I'll light it. Throw the match on the gas.
Okay.
Walk toward the van behind Astra.
Yep. She has hefted the blasted remains of the butcher, as she put it, shoves him in the back of the van after hog tying him so as he can't move if he wakes up. She looks at you. Oh, good. Someone to talk to.
Okay. Does she get in the driver's seat?
She does.
Okay, I'll get in the front passenger seat in the shotgun.
Okay. She leans out and calls over to Patrick. Follow me. Stay close. And
Yep.
she drives off.
And yeah, I'll pretty much match her speed. I won't tailgate, but yeah.
Okay. Well, unless Patrick and Tommy want to chat, I think it's just Sean and the young lady.
So, why the whole elaborate setup just to get our attention?
She chuckles. It's not to get your attention, silly. It's to get you into the city.
I figured we could have just gone right on in. We'll see why. Is there something going on that we don't know about?
Are you not used to Camarilla cities?
Actually, no. I'm never been.
Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, all right. Well, the Camarilla currently run this city. The Sabat are on a bit of a back foot, but you know, got to keep an eye on those loonies. And well, I like the idea of an anarch free state. So Baron Whitney and I have been communicating. And well, we managed to make an arrangement. He said he was going to send a team in tonight. Luckily, I recognized the Lord, so I know that you guys are the right ones. And now all I have to do is take you in and present you as the heroes that helped me catch the butcher. Well, that was really nice of you guys to help out with that.
Always glad to help. I'm looking at her sideways.
Yep, she is concentrating on driving. She's got a slightly irritating smirk on her lips. The best description I can give you for the smirk is, I know something you don't. Yes, exactly. As a father, you've probably seen that grin on your kids' faces at least once. That is what you are seeing.
So you want to clue us in or just leave us in the dark?
I can't tell you anything. Not yet. You need to be presented. You need to... You need to be a part of the court, so then I'll get in contact with you and we'll work from there. The prince isn't necessarily that good, but she can find out things, and I'd rather that you guys go in unknowing.
Certainly.
But whether you like it or not, we are allies.
What's your priorities?
She looks at you. My priorities are, of course, as Sheriff of Portland, the greater well-being of the Camarilla. How could you ask? And she starts laughing. She gets control.
How well is she driving? Is she driving as well as Patrick does?
Patrick, what is your driving skill? Just your driving skill.
Just a second. My drive is 2.
She is driving slightly better than him.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously used to vehicles. Well, she glances at you. Look, we're allies of convenience. I know it, you know it. But right now, what you guys are doing benefits me. We'll get this place turned into the northern part of the Anarch Free States. Then finally we can kick out the stick up the ass Camarilla and the screaming goddamned lunatics that are the Sabbat. And yes, her voice was raised and she did get angry.
How close are the Sabbat to actually creating damage?
We've pushed them back. We've actually pushed them back really well. But I'm the sheriff. And with the problems in Portland.
Do you like a cigarette?
No, I don't, but thank you.
You don't mind if I smoke, do you?
Huh. As long as you don't set a fire, love, you do what you need to.
I'll light a cigarette.
Yep. You know about
Roll down the
problem
window a little
before.
bit because I don't want to
Okay.
necessarily taint the van. To flick out the ashes.
Okay. You know about the problems in Portland, yeah?
Yeah. What's his connection? You obviously didn't just eliminate him.
And yes, Yorkie. Right.
I've just got a really old 50s song stuck in my head.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to.
No, it's Shaboom, Shaboom, or something like that. Yeah, life could be dream, something like that.
Okay. Well, she looks at you, Sean, looks back to the road itself. He fucked up. He got caught feeding in a place he shouldn't. His childer and him were sentenced to death. But we cut a deal. We worked something out. He's going to die. He's fine with this. But the agreement is that his childer is going to be allowed to cough, escape. So yeah, I actually have respect for the guy. Did you guys have to put so many bullets into him? My God. Made a mess of him.
Well, you never can be too sure, now can you? It's not like we have some of those nice little toys of yours. Speaking of which, I'd hate to be on the sad end of that.
Huh.
Take a drink.
Don't you worry, sweetheart. We're a team. I told you. Right now, we're working for, and she giggles lightly, the greater good. And then she goes quiet and drives into Portland. Okay, Mad. Well, sorry,
Patty.
Patrick. Yeah, I love calling him Paddy. Paddy, Tommy, any interaction going on between you two?
Well, I throw in a Sinatra tape and start listening to some Frank Sinatra. And I do ask Tommy, so what did the Baron need to talk to you about? What are you hiding from us?
He's just asking me to keep an eye on you guys and make sure things run smoothly.
If you think I'm gonna call you my lord, you're fucking full of it, Englishman.
To be honest, I don't know why he calls me. I don't know why that he refers to me as Lord, but I'm not going to complain. Nice music, by the way. I like listening to the good old stuff.
And I'm just gonna follow in. I'm guessing we're almost there, because like I said, it's a couple of bridges, dude.
I know, it's just I wanted to make sure that the party actually get the chance to interact. Well, you pull up at a darkened building. You've no idea quite where you are because she was leading you. It's quiet in the city. There's not much going on. You're used to far more vibrant cities than this. It's odd. It actually feels almost wrong to you guys. This place should be, well, humming at this time of the day. It's not like it's that late. But she drives into the underground parking. You following, Paddy?
Yep, of course.
Okay, I just have to make sure. The door closes behind you. Lights come on. And you're surrounded. No. Well, technically, yes. You are surrounded. But it's mechanics working on various vehicles. They give her a wave and they watch as you guys get out of the car. She does actually turn to you, Sean. Do you want to give a lady a hand with this one? He's a bit heavy.
Sure, I'll put out my cigarette, step on it.
Okay.
Can't be any heavier than what it was like when I was in the military, in the war.
Oh, you're a military guy. I think I might like you. What you notice, because of how close you got to her to get the body out, she does have an unusual looking necklace. It's something Middle Eastern. I mean, you might have seen it on one of the Mummy films or something, but you didn't get enough of a view. Okay?
I'll put him over the shoulder like a fireman carry.
Yep. And she escorts you into the building. It seems being with her has made life so much easier. How about that? It's almost like it was planned, isn't it? The bad news is you can see Patty there, so you are expecting it all to go horribly wrong at any moment.
Oh no, and Patrick has a big old fucking grin on his face. Already carrying her luggage, huh?
I'm going to just ignore him for the moment.
Yeah, you tried that for most of your life. It never really worked. But
I don't expect it to work this time either. But I have no. At this point, we've got to follow her anyway. It's not going to work. I'm not going to help to get into a fight with him here. Besides, I can swing a body at him. I already did it once.
Hey, true. Technically, you're actually upgrading. You've gone from an arm to an entire body. He's in trouble after this. Right. She leads you to a large set of double doors. She looks at the two guards on either side. Their eyes widen with fear. There is no other way to describe it. And the door is yanked open. Nice one, Yorkie. She walks in, and there you are. You're in a Camarilla court. It feels weird. Feels uncomfortable, it has to be said. Things just seem so different. People are being so formally polite. And just so as Patty knows, because I know he's going to ask at any moment, of course there are. There are mirrors everywhere.
Everywhere?
Did I stutter?
Okay, is there any shadows in the room?
Nope, it is well lit. And there is a young lady sitting on one of the seats. She's actually quite cute, I suppose. The one thing that has to be said about her is she seems too young, actually. She has a certain gypsy hint to her. Just so you understand, it's almost a shame that your team's gypsy isn't here right now. Dark hair, pulled into a style very reminiscent of the Spanish dancers. Looks over
to the middle.
Sorry?
I'm going to carry this thing to the middle of the thing and dump it.
Yep. The woman looks over at Astra. What's going on? Who are these? My prince. This is the butcher. Prince looks down at the body. Him? Again? This is it. I cannot allow this to go on. But who are these? She looks at you. Hints of paranoia in her voice. My prince, these people helped. They helped fight him down to give me the chance to capture him. After all, you did say you wanted him caught alive. She chuckles slightly. I believe she looks over to Sean. The leader of this coterie would like to present himself. At this point, the prince looks over at Tommy. Wait a minute. I know you. You're Tommy, right? I don't remember your last name. Something British, that's all I know.
Tommy Smith, and I bow my head.
Ah. I've heard nothing but good things about you. Are you with these people?
I am.
Are you the leader?
Nope. The leader is Sean, and I point towards Sean.
What happened to your arm?
Just a little bit of banter.
Hmm.
Then you be there by two.
Okay. Well, step forward, Sean, and your coterie.
I'll step forward.
Now we all look at Mad and wait for him to do something stupid.
No, I stay silent, but I step forward.
Okay. Well, MC, it looks like it's up to you to stop the party from doing anything wrong. Let's see how good you are.
See if I get us all killed right now.
Yep, because this is the prince. This is the most powerful Canaanite in this. Sorry, kindred in this city. That's a term you guys are going to have to get used to using. Kindred. She looks at you. Around her neck is a necklace with a single red rose made in enamel. Just hanging there, blatantly advertising which clan she is. Well, explain yourself. Why are you coming to my city? Why are you bringing all these extra mouths?
We weren't intending to cause any issues. And to be honest, we would have presented ourselves under normal circumstances as well. My name is Sean, and this is my brother. Figuratively and literally, Patrick. Tommy, apparently you know. And
Yes.
this one is Jezebel.
Quiet one, this one, isn't she?
They tend to get that way. It comes in handy at times, including when we've met your sheriff, Austria.
Yes. Keen, you are in the court. You are watching all of this. You have also taken note of the fact that both Sean and Patrick do not show up in mirrors.
I make a note of that in my little notebook, and then I just look over at the court. I'm going to look towards the Tremere head, if any, in the court to see if there is anything he is trying to convey towards me.
What you see is he seems to indicate to keep an eye on the Nosferatu.
I just nod acknowledgingly to him about that, make another note of that, and I just try to glide into the crowd, so to speak.
Okay. Right. Are you prepared to declare yourself to this court? To Sean?
Yes, I am.
She looks over at the mirror, looks back at you. So which clan claims you, as if we can't tell?
Ventru.
What? But she gestures at the empty space where you're not.
That's how I was left by the one who created me.
I see. Who was your sire?
I don't know.
And how do you know you're Ventru?
Through various conversations that I've had with other kindred.
I see. I see. How far from Cain are you?
I'm 8 away.
I see. Another almost elder. Do you swear loyalty to the court? Sorry, the Camarilla Court of Portland, and to me as the prince?
Certainly. What would you like to see as proof?
I will have your word. If you are truly Ventru, you will not lie.
Then you have my word.
Lord Thomas, step forward.
I step forward.
Yeah, so maybe, yo bitch is probably not a good plan here. Just dropping hints.
Yeah, I figured Mandel will say that in about 15, 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I wish I picked celerity.
What does that mean? So you can die even quicker than the rest? Okay, no problem. Lord Thomas. I wonder which clan claims your allegiance. Perhaps a Toreador? No. Of course. You're a Tremere. She chuckles. Anything from Lord Thomas?
Nothing. Nothing to say really. Just I'm here with the rest of the group, I guess. Group of rabble rousers, rabble, whatever you'd like to refer to us.
Rabble. Interesting. Yes. We can call you the rabble. I'm sure they won't mind. She glances over at the Bruja section. They don't look quite so impressed at you guys being called rabble, but nothing is said. So, Lord Thomas, do you swear fealty to me as the Prince of the Camarilla Court of Portland?
I do, Your Honour.
Oh dear God, it's your grace or your highness. Just go sit down. Go sit down. And well, let's look at you. What's your name?
Patrick.
So, step forward, young man. She is eyeing you up like a piece of meat.
I just stand there and wait for her to ask the same questions. She's not going to like my answers.
Very good.
So, what generation are you?
8.
Well. It's such a good thing that Diablerie is banned here. She runs her eyes around the room. Are you willing to swear fealty to me?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, I suppose I might as well get it over and done with. Which clan are you a member of?
Do you really want that answer, Your Grace?
How close am I to him?
What do you want to do?
I want to
Are
flick
you
him
with me?
in the ear.
Yes, you can. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Mind your manners.
I thought I was, Sean. I'm Clan La Sombra. They would name me anti-tribute.
she looks at you. You jest, of course.
I do not.
She turns and looks at Sean. Does he speak the truth?
Yes. Unfortunately, my younger brother does speak the truth.
She starts to chuckle. It goes on to a full laugh into an actual belly shaking guffaw. She seems to find this absolutely hilarious.
I have 4 dice in my hand.
Yeah. Roll it. Yes, you'll keep it. You can't see them.
Fair point.
How's it going?
Okay, do you want me to roll self-control, or should I only have 3
No,
willpower.
I did, as you say, roll self-control, mate. That's why when you said you had 4 dice ready, I thought you was rolling for that.
Okay, 3.
Okay. Yeah, her laughing is definitely irritating you, but you're able to keep control for now. Well. Brothers. Well, they do say that people can find humor in the strangest of places. Well, as you have so sworn, you can stay in my city. Sheriff goes up to the prince and whispers something to her. Is anyone stupid enough to try and listen in?
I don't have enhanced senses, no.
Neither do I, so.
Okay. Nothing from Tommy, so cool. She says, of course, yes. Well, Ryan,
Yes.
come here.
I walk up towards the prince.
Please describe yourself to the rest of the team.
Okay. You see, average-sized man with a rather long hair down the back, wearing a trench coat and what is the sort of hat detectives use?
Trilby.
Ultra lobby.
Okay.
I'm dressing actually like a fictional detective.
Yeah, you actually look disturbingly similar to Sean. In fact, if you look at his icon, that is the hat, or at least something very similar.
Yes, but I do a trench coat, not the suit.
True. Oh dear lord, it's a film noir. Awesome. Right. These new individuals in this city, you will be their contact. This is your punishment. You know what you did. We will not discuss it.
As you
You will
wish.
be the point. You interrupt me?
Apologies.
Yes, you should. You are to be the point of reference between these people and my court. Get to know them. In fact, why not? Join their coterie. I'm sure that as time progresses, we will find uses for you all. Until then, you are granted the rights to feed as and where your clan is allowed. You, on the other hand, cutie, I think I like you. You're allowed to feed anywhere in the rack. And she sits back, smirking.
Patrick. Yeah. Thank you. And I nod. And can we leave now?
Yes. Go. Get to know each other. I will be you again.
I'll bow and then turn and start to walk out.
Okay.
Yeah, I go with Sean.
I do the same.
Ryan? Ryan?
I bow before the prince, and if she doesn't say anything else, then I join the group and leave.
Okay.
Just before I leave, I look over to the Tremere leader to see if he wants me to get in touch with them.
Sorry.
At this point, the Tremere has no further instructions for you, though he is surprised that you was chosen to be given such an honor. I'm trying not to laugh myself.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what? Where is everyone going? I mean, this is an all you.
I assume that we are outside.
Do you have a place that we can hole up?
Oh yes, I got a place where you can hold up. I'm just curious if you have any means of payment.
Let's go to the hotel. Come on, Sean.
Because probably work something out, can't we?
Okay, we'll head. I think we should head to the hotel that was given to us to start with. We'll start there first. But I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Where are the Ventrue allowed to feed?
How about we take a ride around the city? I can point out the areas and then I'll show you my place. I think you will find it better than a hotel. I'll put things on a tab. As I said, I'm pretty sure we can work something out of mutual benefit.
How about we do that tomorrow then? We'll discuss it.
Okay, I was going to offer you some free drinks on the house.
That's all right. We'll deal with that tomorrow. What about you, Tommy?
Fair enough. It's just yeah, we can discuss it tomorrow. Let's do a ride along the city and then take you to your hotel and we meet. I give them the address for my comic shop.
Right. I will be bringing the game to a finish here because the next section will be the ride around, get to know the places that you can feed and stay, and then, well, we'll see what use you can become to the city. Right, Mad?
All right,
No.
XP.
Yes, XP. Now, unfortunately, Keen, it took a while for them to get to you, so I'm sorry to say it's only 3.
I don't mind.
Okay. MC. Let's have a think. You did all that you had to do. You managed to not have the party commit suicide on multiple occasions. I'm quite impressed. You may have 4. Yorkie.
Mhm.
Played your character. Successfully snuck. I mean, let's be honest, you're a Nosferatu. Sneaking is kind of their speciality. You may have 3.5.
Thank you.
And dodge. I actually liked the way you played your character. You may have 4.
Thanks.
Okay. If you want to do the end sequence now, we can be done.
All right, thank you everybody for coming out and listening in. We'll be doing this again next week. Good night and good luck.